Okay, to solve question 19, the first thing we have to do is find the coordinates of point E, which is the midpoint of line segment CB. That point is labeled. The coordinates that correspond with that point are 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 0, negative 3. Okay, so that's point E. That's the first part. Now the second part says to determine the equation of line AE. To determine or write an equation of a line, we have to find the slope and the y-intercept. In order to find the slope, we have to have 2 points on that line. We do. We have A and E. So the first thing we do, calculating the slope of 2 points, is just plug those points into the slope formula. The slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That is rise over run. The reason the y's are on top, again, is rise over run. The y-axis here determines how high or how low the point is. The run left to right is determined by the x-coordinates, the x-axis. Rise over run. Y is on top. As far as which y-coordinate has to go first, it really doesn't matter. It can either be 6 or negative 3. I'll just use 6, so 6 minus a negative 3 is going to be plus 3. Now, as far as the x-coordinates go, we have to go in the same order we went, the same order we used for the y. So if we started with 6 and went to negative 3, we're going to start here with negative 3 and go to 0. So our slope is 9 over a negative 3, which reduces to a negative 3 over 1. This is our slope, and this slope does make sense. Because if you look at the line that would be drawn from A to E, it is going downhill, so it should have a negative slope. To double check, a rise of negative 3, so from this point down 1, 2, 3 over 1, down 1, 2, 3 over 1, down 1, 2, 3 over 1. Takes us from point A to point E perfectly. So we know we have the correct slope. Now that we have the correct slope, we have to find the y-intercept. If you look at the point we're given, 0, negative 3, that is our y-intercept. So really there's no calculation necessary. If you didn't recognize that, remember to find the y-intercept, you can either use y equals mx plus b or y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. I'll just use y equals mx plus b. We know the slope is negative 3. We can use any xy coordinate here for xy. We'll use 0, negative 3. It's going to be the easiest. Negative 3 equals negative 3 times 0 plus b. Because we're multiplying by 0, this term, or this product is 0. That term really just kind of eliminates itself. So we have negative 3 equal to b. So double check, we do in fact have a y-intercept of negative 3, which we knew already. Through that calculation, we have both the slope and the y-intercepts of the equation of the line AE would be y equals a negative 3x minus 3. And that's how you solve question 19 from the geometry homework.